Okay, welcome everybody, SBY818 with you here. Today we're going to do a quick test run through one of the Gran Turismo daily races, just so I can check out on a few new bits of kit and new bits of equipment that I've got, make sure that everything's working correctly. So if anybody could give me some feedback, any critique in the comments, that'd be fantastic, thank you. Okay, so today we are at Interlagos for one of the shorter daily races. It's not just a 5-lap race. It's not one I managed to put a huge amount of practice time into before I just jumped in and went for it, as you'll see in a second from the qualifying results. So you can see there, 130.8 down in last place. So not an ideal start, but as I said, willing to sacrifice a bit of driver rating for this one just to get a bit of content. We'll have a bit of content, don't we? Okay, Interlagos is a bit of a love-hate relationship of mine. I do enjoy driving the track. I've had some very good results here. I've also had some pretty terrible ones. There's plenty of scope round here, particularly through, I find, through the tight sort of twisty middle section for it to all go a bit wrong. So the plan here is just to keep it nice and clean, try and stay out of trouble, maybe pick up a few places. Not exactly going to be going for the win or anything here, so we'll see how it goes. So like we said, back of the pack. Rolling start doesn't help in that regard, but we should still at least get a clean run down to the first corner and hopefully make up a few places as people start squabbling and battling for position. So down the back straight we go. We're looking for probably about the just past the 100 board for the braking point. You can immediately see everyone start concertinaing up. We've got quite a nice line through there, and that's gained us a bit on the cars in front. So hopefully now a good run down here will suffice to try and start making up some places. But there's always the capacity for trouble. Okay, let's see if we can take another look at that and see exactly what happened there. But even looking at it in slow motion, you can see someone shift to the left. There's contact. I don't really understand what happened. Managed to get past the Peugeot on the right and almost sneak through the gap and take everyone, but unfortunately just got clattered by the French driver coming in there, and that's thrown me right off. And in trying to keep the car stable and keep it on the track, everyone gets back past me again, so it's just cost us all a bunch of time, and we're back at the back. So into this long right-hander, you've got to be careful, just try and stick to the inside, not push it too far wide. That lets you get a nice short sharp run down through this tricky section that I mentioned earlier. Make sure not to be on the curbs too much, because that can put you into a spin. As you can see here, the lack of practice is fairly evident. I'm dropping a bit of time on the people ahead of me, sort of locking the tyres and skidding a bit. So about a second behind, still where I was at the start, so we'll skip ahead. This is pretty much how it stays for the next lap or two. Halfway point of the race at the minute. Again, sticking tight to the inside. Try not to push it too far wide. No tyre wear in this race, but still not advisable to go too far wide there. And you can see now I'm right back on the back of people here. Difficult to find a way through in this speed. See me giving the French driver ahead a little push to get him moving. As they continue to battle, we will see just up ahead. Oh, a big puff of dirt there, which means someone's got too far on the inside, and there he is. So gained a place by default, which is always the best. Two sweetest words in the English language. And now we are in the slipstream range, coming around the end of lap 3. We're looking to go again, have another go into this first set of corners in the first sector, looking to make up some positions. There we can see people going wide here, and again caught up to the back looking for a space through. There's nowhere to go, and I've actually given the French driver a shunt through there, and in doing so inadvertently set off a chain of actions for the rest of the race, which we can see now. So that put the French driver ahead. The guy in the horrible pink and blue camo Porsche didn't take too kindly to that. Just tried to force his way down the inside there. It wasn't a move that was on. He's got the place and managed to not pick up any penalties for it, but it's not left either of us very happy about it. And you'll probably see something coming through now. Suffice to say, our French friend Monsieur GCK there is not best pleased about that move. I'm going to try and make the move on him as well as we come down towards the first corner in the slipstream, pull down to the outside. But he's decided in his head he is having none of that earlier nonsense, and that happens. As it does happen, he's somehow glitched through him and gone straight on into the barriers. But nonetheless, for us, it means we gain another couple of places. That does put us about a few seconds behind the person in front in 11th and a few seconds ahead of the guy behind. So that brings me through. Kept the rest of the lap clean and came through for a 12th place finish. That is it. Just a quick quick highlights video, like I said today, just to try out a few things. I'll be back in a couple of weeks for the start of the Manufacturer Series, the FIA Championship, so please join me then. Thanks very much. Bye.